When the heart begins to weigh for no apparent reason, it is a sign that something deep needs to be touched by the divine light, something that cannot be explained, but feels like a silent shadow resting on the soul. It is in this invisible territory, where even words are lacking, that God approaches with more intensity, because he knows every fold of the Spirit and knows exactly where it hurts, where it squeezes, where what we cannot name is hidden. And it is here, in this instant, that he begins to remove the weight that no one sees, bringing healing to what seemed unattainable. The Lord is near to those who are broken in heart, and saves those of a crushed spirit. Psalm 34:18. Let this verse not only be read, but felt. May each syllable become a living reminder that God does not abandon hidden pain, does not ignore sudden sadness, does not disregard anguish that comes without explanation. He approaches, he maintains, it restores, he touches what the world cannot perceive. It lifts the downcast spirit and restores strength to what seemed to be collapsing within. May the atmosphere around you begin to change now. May God's presence envelop the soul like a sweet perfume, breaking resistances, undoing pressures, illuminating inner shadows, and setting the stage for a miracle of deep emotional restoration. May everything that weighs, everything that suffocates, everything that drains energy, and everything that confuses begin to lose power in the face of the light that is coming. A cure is not far away. It has already begun. May this prayer become a path of relief, a sacred space where God removes invisible burdens, heals silent sorrows, and restores peace to the wounded heart. May each word be a thread that leads the soul back to rest, back to hope, back to lightness. Divine intervention is already in motion, and nothing that weighs down inside you will remain as it is. Let the heart be led now to a place of sacred silence, where every restless thought finds rest before the presence of God. May the soul allow itself to slow down, take a deep breath, and recognize that it is not alone in this weight that seems to arise without explanation. This is a moment of surrender, an instant in which everything that tightens the chest and occupies the formless and nameless interior is gently placed before the one who knows every detail hidden in the heart. May faith begin to light up like a discreet but constant flame, capable of illuminating even the darkest corners of the soul. Let the one who prays feel that this is a safe space, where there are no judgments, no demands, no hurry, just the presence of God enveloping everything with deep care. May each inhalation be like a divine invitation to go deeper into peace, and each exhalation be the release of the weights that cannot be explained with words. May the soul recognize that God is near, attentive, ready to touch what no one else sees, what we cannot always understand on our own. Let this beginning be the moment when the miracle begins to silently move. Let the weary heart be allowed to rest, not because it has found all the answers, but because it can trust the God who knows before the question is even asked. May sadness for no reason find space to be delivered. May the tightness in the chest find an opening to be relieved, and may faith find fertile ground to grow. Let the one who prays feel that he can approach without fear, because God does not demand perfection. He welcomes fragility. It is in this welcome that healing begins, that liberation begins to germinate, that restoration approaches like a gentle breeze. And before moving forward, may this request be placed not as a human gesture, but as a spiritual symbol of agreement with this prayer and openness to divine action. I ask you to bless us with your subscription to the channel and give us your like on this video. May this act be perceived as part of surrender, part of the faith movement, part of the sincere desire to stay connected to what God is building in the Spirit. May the heart remain open, ready, sensitive, because the presence of God has already begun to touch the invisible. At this moment, may the presence of God begin to penetrate the deepest spaces of the Spirit, reaching the areas where the weight settles, without being perceived. May every hidden burden, every silent sorrow, every emotional shadow that tries to cling to the heart be confronted by divine light. That what has no name, but tightens, that which has no form, but suffocates, that which has no explanation, but hurts be placed before the Lord, so that deliverance begins to work gently but steadily, like a wind that rises up to drive away the accumulated darkness. May every spiritual weight that does not belong to the heart be removed by divine intervention. Let invisible chains begin to break now. Chains formed by oppressive thoughts, negative spiritual influences, words that have been cast and cast a shadow on the soul, feelings of despondency without apparent cause, and atmospheres that drain inner strength. Let every spiritual tie be undone by the power of faith, and let that which tried to bind the heart be cast out by the light that cannot be extinguished. May God remove all the heavy energy that surrounds the spirit, cleansing each layer of the interior, dispelling anxieties, expelling anguish, and undoing all presence that was not sent by him. May liberation happen with depth and authority. May all that has been absorbed from the environment, heavy looks, negative words, silent jealousies, hidden intentions, be canceled out now by the power of heaven. Let no action of enemies visible or invisible have authority over the praying heart. May every spiritual disturbance be paralyzed. May every emotional arrow be broken. May every inexplicable weariness be uprooted. Let the soul be surrounded by divine protection, like a shield that no attack can pierce, like a spiritual wall that prevents any shadow from touching that which God is restoring. May the spirit be purified and strengthened. May the light of God invade every thought, every memory, every feeling that has accumulated without explanation, bringing clarity where there was confusion, bringing peace where there was pressure, bringing strength where there was weariness. May the liberation not only be momentary, but deep and permanent, like a spiritual restart that reorganizes everything from within. May the soul feel lighter, as if something had really been taken away because it was. May the presence of God establish order, calm, balance, and may the heart recognize that the miracle of liberation has already begun to manifest, opening the way for the restoration that continues to move in the invisible. May God's presence begin now to illuminate all the financial areas that have been a cause for concern, wear and tear, or uncertainty. May every weight related to debts, accumulated bills, doors that do not open, and efforts that do not seem to generate results be placed before the Lord with faith and surrender. May divine intervention touch what is stuck, what is confused, what seems impossible to solve. May the heart that prays feel the movement of a miracle beginning to form, like a breeze that announces the arrival of something greater. May the sky begin to open paths where human eyes only saw limitations. May the hand of God reach all areas where there is scarcity and transform this dry ground into fertile soil. May debts be canceled, negotiations find favor, opportunities arise where there was no expectation before, and may doors closed long ago finally be opened by divine authority. May prosperity not be seen just as numbers, but as the abundance that flows from the presence of the Lord, peace to manage, wisdom to decide, balance to live, and strength to build. May financial life align with divine purpose, receiving order where there was chaos and clarity where there was confusion. May the faith of the listener be strengthened now, because often the external scenario does not reveal what God is already doing internally. May every prophetic word released about prosperity find deep root and begin to germinate. May the heart feel that it is not fighting alone, that there is divine intervention touching contracts, opportunities, interviews, projects, business, sales, professional doors, and decisions that need to be made. May abundance be attracted, not by human strength, but by the grace that accompanies those who walk in covenant with God. May the financial miracle be confirmed in the spirit even before it manifests itself in the eyes. May all spiritual resistance that hinders prosperity be broken now. May all emotional or mental misery be expelled. May all fear of lack be replaced by confidence. Let thoughts of defeat give way to the certainty of victory. May financial life receive renewal, transformation, and open doors that no one will be able to close. May God lead every step, every choice, every movement from now on, establishing a cycle of growth, provision, and continuous abundance. Let prosperity be seen as an extension of divine care, and let the heart realize the miracle has already begun, and nothing can stop what God has decided to open. May God's presence begin now to envelop every part of the body, reaching out to tired muscles, overworked organs, weakened systems, and areas that suffer silently. May every physical pain that has drained energy, every accumulated tension, every symptom that worries, and every wear and tear that the body carries be placed before the Lord with deep trust. May the divine touch run through every cell, every fiber, every breath, bringing relief where there is tightness, bringing rest where there's effort, and bringing strength where there is weakness. May the body feel the beginning of a restoration that does not depend on human understanding, but on divine intervention that knows exactly where to act. May emotional healing begin to manifest itself with the same depth, reaching old memories, hidden wounds, sadness that has settled without explanation, and feelings that have accumulated without being noticed. May each layer of silent pain be gently touched by the peace of God, undoing inner knots, lessening the pressure of the soul, and bringing lightness to areas that were hardened. May oppressive thoughts lose strength. May inner anguish lose space. May irrational fears lose voice. May the soul feel welcomed and understood, as if it can finally breathe without heaviness, recognizing that emotional healing is as sacred as physical healing. May mental healing flow like a river of clarity that runs through the mind, dispelling confusion, calming storms of worry, and silencing peace-robbing noises. May each thought be reorganized by divine wisdom, bringing order to what was scattered and serenity to what was in turmoil. May the listener feel a renewed ability to think clearly, decide calmly, and rest without tension. May the mind receive a spirit of balance, strength, and deep calm, allowing peace to occupy spaces that were previously dominated by anxiety or restlessness. May the miracle of mental healing become an internal landmark, perceived in the silence of the heart. May the body, soul, and mind align now under the light of divine restoration. May everything that was unbalanced find harmony. May pain subside. May anguish decrease. May thoughts stabilize. May the healing be so complete that it reaches even the places that even the listener did not know needed intervention. May God renew vigor, bring lightness, restore freshness to the spirit, and strengthen the heart for the next steps. May peace begin to settle down like a soft mantle, covering everything, filling everything, calming everything. May healing be perceived as a miracle in motion, advancing, restoring, transforming. May the presence of God now pass through every door, every room, every wall of this home, filling the environment with a peace that cannot be explained, only felt. Let every heavy atmosphere be dissolved, every tense atmosphere be softened, and every spiritual noise be silenced by the light of the Lord. May the home become a refuge, a place where the heart finds safety, where the soul finds rest, and where the family finds shelter from any shadow or threat. May divine protection be established as a shield around the home, bringing balance, serenity, and order where there was previously unrest. May children, present, distant, or in the heart, be enveloped by the protection that only God can offer. May no evil approach their paths. May no negative influence have power over their choices. May no emotional or spiritual arrow find a loophole to reach them. Let your minds be guarded, your feelings be cared for, and your steps guided with divine wisdom. May the light always be upon them, even in the moments when they move away, even on the days when they are confused, even when they carry struggles that they do not reveal to anyone. May God cover you, guide you, sustain you. May every division within the family be touched by restoration. May words spoken in the heat of pain be neutralized. May old sorrows be worked out. May weakened alliances be strengthened by mercy. May love find its way again where there was distance. May dialogue be remade where there was silence, and may union be rebuilt where the break seemed definitive. Let envy, contention, jealousy, and dark spiritual influences be removed from the environment, driven out by divine authority. May the home be purified and renewed, becoming firm ground for the presence of God to dwell in with freedom. Let every spiritual shadow be lifted from this place. Every heavy energy, every misdirected intention, every silent disturbance, every influence that does not come from God. May the walls absorb peace. May the air carry lightness. May the environment be covered with constant protection. May this home be marked by restoration, balance, harmony, and victories that are yet to be witnessed. May the home become not just a physical space, but a living altar where faith flourishes, where hope is reborn, and where the miracle keeps moving, silently but powerfully. May now, before the presence of God, every word released become a living seed, charged with spiritual strength, destined to produce victory in all areas where there is need. May the heart receive this truth. The miracle has already begun, even if the eyes still don't see, even if logic still questions, even if circumstances seem silent. There is a divine movement happening in the unseen. May faith rise up with authority, taking possession of liberation, restoration, peace, healing, open doors, and all that has been asked before the Lord. May the Spirit be completely aligned with the certainty of divine intervention. Let no contrary voice have the power to undo what God has already begun. May no doubt be able to extinguish the flame of faith that has been lit within the heart. May no fear be able to interrupt the flow of transformation that has been released. May each step from now on be marked by the presence of God, guiding decisions, strengthening emotions, bringing balance, and opening paths where there were previously blockages. May the peace be so deep that it becomes a clear sign that heaven is already at work. Let the heart acknowledge, victory is not coming. It has already begun. May every prophetic word spoken in this prayer gain form, strength, and direction. May blessings begin to manifest in small details and grand events. May liberation continue to advance, undoing old weights and preventing new ones from settling in. May the restoration continue to touch emotional and spiritual areas that seemed inaccessible. May prosperity manifest itself in a continuous, balanced, and abundant way. May divine protection be perceived daily, surrounding the lives of those who pray with security, grace, and stability. May every area of existence receive God's seal, victory, peace, and transformation. May the thanksgiving come even before the fulfillment as a demonstration of total faith. May the heart be able to say, Lord, I believe. I take office. I thank you in advance. May the spirit be filled with renewed hope, as someone who knows that something has changed in the depths. May the soul receive the strength to continue walking, even when the pace of life becomes heavy. Let this be the spiritual milestone of a new cycle, a cycle of lightness, healing, abundance, and ongoing divine intervention. May everything be delivered into the hands of God, where no promise returns empty and no sincere request is ignored. At this moment, may the heart place itself before God with reverence, allowing each word spoken to be a direct link with heaven. May the soul rest under the light of the divine presence while praying what Christ himself taught as a sure way to approach the Father. May each sentence be felt, absorbed and lived with spiritual depth, as a gesture of surrender and trust that transcends human understanding. May this prayer echo in the soul, bringing peace, strength, and inner renewal. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Let the soul remain in a posture of reverence, allowing this next prayer to bring comfort to the heart and envelop the spirit with light. May each word be a mantle of peace and protection, reaffirming trust in Mary as a maternal intercessor, sent to lead the heart to Jesus with love and deep care. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. May these traditional prayers become like spiritual pillars within the soul, affirming faith, strengthening hope, and reminding us that God hears the sincere cry of those who approach with a broken heart. May the environment remain shrouded in peace for what is yet to be declared. May the heart remain before God for a few more moments, allowing all that has been prayed to continue to deepen in the spirit like living seeds. May the peace that has begun to manifest not dissipate at the end of the words, but remain resting on the soul like a soft mantle, ensuring that divine intervention will continue to act far beyond this moment. Let the person who prays feel that he is not coming out of this encounter the same way he came in. Something has been touched, something has been removed, something has been healed. May the certainty of God's presence continue to accompany every step. May the heart be invited to go deeper, not only today, but continuously. If you feel the call to go deeper and build a consistent habit of prayer in the morning, I invite you to start the 30-day morning prayer journey. It is a simple and guided way to start each day with peace, clarity, and the presence of God. May this invitation be received as a spiritual extension of this journey, one more step to strengthen faith and nourish the soul daily. May the heart also remember that simple gestures can sustain this space of prayer and multiply spiritual reach. I ask you to bless us with your subscription to the channel and give us your like on this video. May this be understood not as a human request, but as part of the work, as an act of faith that helps to bring comfort, healing, and liberation to other lives that also need it. And may this prayer not just stay here, but go forward through those who feel that someone specific needs to hear it. And if this prayer reminded you of someone who needs peace, strength, or direction, share it with that person, especially on WhatsApp. May this sharing be seen as an act of love, a gesture of intercession, a bridge of hope for another afflicted soul. May the cycle of this prayer end with gratitude, with trust, and with expectation. Let the heart declare by faith that the miracle is already in motion, that victory is already being formed, that liberation has already begun to work in the invisible. May God receive every word, every surrender, every silent tear, and transform everything into restoration, strength, and abundance. Tomorrow, we'll continue this journey together,